So, 8 months.
So here we are.
Here.
Yeah, 8 months in. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to, sit down, chat about what's been going on, where we've come, and the sort of roller coaster rides we've been on so far, and how good it's been. To be fair.
Yeah. It's just different. It's different now, really, isn't it?
It's exciting from what we was doing before. Obviously, we was busy and knocking out good haircuts, and as we said before. But now we've got this great gallery and great platform to be working from. And I think we owe it to people to address 8 months down the line of who to thank and who to where to put our gratitude towards.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Thanks to everyone for what they've done for us and supported us and helped us grow to where we are sort of now in such a short space of time.
Yeah, and where we're looking at going sort of forward, and who's going to be in this journey with us, I suppose. Is
everyone that's come through the door so far is where we've brought clients from, where we where we used to be, where they've found out where we were, followed us, and then over a really small period of time managed to build fully booked columns in such a short space of time. But that's not obviously we feel like we're doing good work, but it's down to people believing in the brand and following the brand. And
that's what's going to take it to the next sort of level. We're really grateful for all our clients that have come and sort of made it what it is. But even clients. bringing on like Luke and Liam and with their column has just exploded over the past couple of months. It's crazy. All the new people that they're bringing in, and as all doing all this and filming stuff, I think it really helps. Pushing out putting a face to the name.
Yeah, I think it's just really important that we thank everyone. So we want to thank everybody for sure. I think the hardest and easiest thing is to put bums on seats, obviously, but we seem like we're doing that and we're proving that daily. But the thing is, the hardest thing is to cater for the people that walk through that door that aren't booked in on the off chance to get an appointment, and that's been our biggest problem.
That's
so
what
far.
we're struggling with at the moment. Isn't it? It's crazy.
Me, you, Liam, and Martin have been here, from the start, and we've managed to get ourselves completely fully booked. Sometimes 3 weeks to a month in advance, which is absolutely nuts for being here like 8 months, because where we was previously we were busy, but that's just it's knocked out the water.
Different level, yeah. It's crazy.
So obviously we've got to give ourselves a pat on the back, but also I think which is really important is trying to tackle our hardest problem, and that's find new talent.
Yeah, that's the biggest struggle we're having at the moment, isn't it?
It's something that we will look to one day have an academy and do do the education side, which is already in place and which is already plans in motion to do so. But until then, it's trying to scope it out and find the right people, and then it's hard to get people to move from where they are comfortably to come to another place. So tackling that is our biggest problem. But I suppose anybody watching or anybody wanting to progress and branch out. Then I think diligence is the up and coming, a new way to be. I strongly believe that there isn't, another brand out there, especially in the men's grooming industry, that are doing what we're doing. I feel that there's a lot of brands surrounding themselves around education, which is great, but there's also another side to it, where you do your photo shoots and you're sort of really going with that brand where you want to become a part of something and become a part of the family.
The more creative side of things.
Creative sides of things, and also just that more experience where, we house, with the depot products now, we house everything, There's not one thing you really can't really come here to do or have.
And that's what we wanted to do in the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have a place where, we're not sending people elsewhere to, say, they can do that. It's like we want to be able to do that.
There's obviously things we still need to do ourselves, and still need to put ourselves into those, little tiny little things. But it comes. 8 months down the line, we're doing facials. We're doing,
it's one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We're just slowly dripping it in. We've still got a lot more that we can add to, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's. They're all written down in the list of things, and we're working towards getting everything in. But I think right now is trying to tackle this talent situation, and I mean, reaching out to people through adverts and reaching out to people through, you know, our socials. And this is why this is a great thing, because us having a conversation, hopefully, you know, people will start to reach out and say, you know, yeah, that's a bit of me. And I strongly believe that anybody that believes it's a bit of them to just reach out and, you know, get involved.
Yeah.
And try and become.
People will come. They will come. We just got to keep doing what we're doing, and you know, people will see it and want to become part of it. As you say, I think we're doing the right things, and it's just going to take a little bit of time.
I think to do with like to stay. I don't know how to explain it. So obviously we want to keep the brand at a highest level as possible. So finding and filtering out those people that, you know, that aren't really on brand, or not even that, not so much on brand, is more, you know, the people that aren't taking it as serious, or you know, we're really looking for those people that will really, you know, put themselves out there, you know, want to build with the brand. And, you know, in the long run, we've got so many plans to you know, to widen our horizon in other locations. That's another thing as well, you know, until we have that strong team, which we've got the foundations for it, but until we get that, you know, more people, you know, we can't really sort of push too far or look too far until, you know, we've nailed this concept here, which I feel we're on the track to do. But obviously it's
so where is it that we're, you know, the next thing? What is the next thing that we're going to try and do after we get the people, after we sort of set this foundation that we're trying to set? What's the next? What's the next step?
When we first started, I literally seriously thought that it was like, right, location, and that is exactly where my head's been at for at least six of the you know, the first 6 months that we were out of the 8 that we've been open and running. But now we started to do photo shoots, and we started to get our sort of mojo in here, and we started to chill out a little bit. I really feel like now, you know, concentrate on here. Maybe now we've got the opportunity to make this place bigger now. So, you know, we started off with 4 chairs, rotate 5 barbers, but now we need to rotate, you know, we could happily rotate probably 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So the next objective is to definitely make this place bigger. We had a treatment room here, which we can move, you know, to another part of the building.
Yeah.
So we can actually just make the salon, the actual salon floor actually bigger. So having, you know, 6 chairs rotating 8 barbers would be perfect for us right now.
Free up
just
time.
for the volume that we've got coming through the door. I mean, we turn away, you know.
What was it the other weekend?
Yeah, I don't want to sing any numbers, but, you know, when you've got 25, 30 people coming through the door on an off day with 4 barbers that are fully booked, it can't happen.
It's savage, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it hurts your heart. You know, and also, it not only hurts your heart from a monetized perspective, it actually hurts your heart seeing those people have to walk away and go somewhere else, knowing that we could probably give them the best service they're going to get in their life, or hopefully that day.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely.
But I think the main focus is, you know, it was location, which is definitely, you know, somewhere it's always in the back of my mind. But now I feel like we're comfortable, we're nailing this place right now. Yeah. I feel like, you know, the creative side has started to come back for all of us.
I agree.
Somewhere where we didn't have that before, and I think we lost that in all of us. And now, you know, yourself, you're coming through now, and you've excelled in a really small space of years. It's now my opportunity to push you that way and push the rest of you that way, if that's what people want to do.
Sure.
So
I think
it's not for everybody. You know, some people might come in and they want to do their 9 to 5, and that's cool. Yeah. You come in, you go home, you know, and you do your 9 to 5 work, and that's what you do. But I think for people like yourself, for sure, you know, that's why, you know, me and you here sitting here today, because I know it's important to you to progress that way as well.
That's it. I'm just trying to sort of double down on everything we're doing at the moment, and as you say, you know, get this place just booming. And, you know, I would like to sort of delve into a bit more the creative side of things. You know, I see you doing the photo shoots and stuff like that. It is more interesting than, you know, our day-to-day sort of stuff. You know, like, it's just something different.
It's like an outlet. So like, it's so exciting. I mean, a shoot day, I would say, like, you can't beat it.
No,
there is literally nothing you can do better than, if it's your passion, to get that shoot day in. Because, like, you're sort of like living for what you've lived for all this time. You cut hair every day to practice and get to where you are, and then you get to sort of do it at your highest level. So I think definitely, you know, the creative side is more of a focus for me right now. I think it's good for our socials. I think it's good for brand awareness. So, you know,
it just offers a little something different. I feel, for people to look at. You know, a lot of places, they're like socials and stuff, it's just haircuts. Whereas, you know, we're trying to sort of change it a little bit, do, you know, like you did the other day with the collection, the Dark Matter collection.
I think it's so true, like, because a lot of the barbers nowadays, when you look at their socials, it's like, this is what we do, haircuts, this is what we do, this is what we do. And obviously we show haircuts, but to be honest, the majority of the stuff we show on our socials is not actually the trims.
No.
It's actually the brand stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the brand stuff. And to be that busy and not show that many haircuts, apart from on our stories, it's pretty mad.
It is crazy,
I think
to
it's
be
pretty
honest.
crazy.
I think it was like right in the beginning, you were like, we've posted this many, we haven't even posted haircuts.
We
could be rubbish at haircuts.
Yeah, it could be rubbish and no one would even know about it, but we're not. But,
Of course.
But no, it's important. But so yeah, it's a good question, because I think obviously, location is obviously something that was really important. But where we're going now, I think get some more chairs down in here, make the location here bigger, and obviously, you know, and you know, now just look further. Obviously, the main objective is to hit London and to get ourselves noticed in London. And you know, it's about sort of being visual, you know, seeing people, seeing the brand, and what better place to do it than sort of London, Soho.
Yeah.
That is where I want to be, and I think that's where we need to be.
I agree.
Especially to be rubbing shoulders with, you know, your brands up there, not just you know restaurants, you know, great restaurants, great clothing brands,
places to do events and stuff like that. You know, do more of our events and stuff like that.
Yeah, because obviously the events we do here, we're fairly limited of who wants to step out of London. But I think getting that visibility in London would be great for us.
If people can just walk around the corner pretty much, and you know, you're there.
And the footfall would be lovely.
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Not that we've got a bad footfall here, you know, but you know, it would be times 10, wouldn't it?
To be honest, like, people don't realise how much, like, the footfall going down this, you know, Swan Lane here in Guildford is just, it's crazy. I mean, there must be, I mean, I'd love to just put a counter out there one day and see how many people sort of walk past. I mean, we know it too well. I mean, 25 people walk through the shop on a Saturday when we're fully booked. It sort of tells you something of how busy this place is. It's like a mini London, really, like a mini little London.
You always say that.
Yeah,
about
it's like,
you've always felt
you've got such a diverse, you know, population of people here. You got your more market gents. You got your
students.
You got your middle class as such, and you got your punks. You got your skaters. You got you got your guys that are a bit more dapper. You got everything here. It's a great location to us. So I think Soho would just literally be that on steroids.
Yeah, it would be.
Which would be great. But yeah, man. But yeah, the next steps is obviously nailing this a little bit more. I think there's a few more things in Guildford we have to just get right. It was a massive case study here. Like, we never done this before. Never built a brand, never opened a shop, and I feel that, you know, it was a massive case study. I still feel like, you know, I feel like we've smashed it, but I still feel there's a few little tweaks, a few little things we can do, and then once we hit London, we can just literally just.
We've got to make sure it's just like smooth, like everything's just perfect. You know?
But I mean, anybody that's out there that's looking to get involved, or you know, that believes that they, you know, want to become part of this brand, and then you know, the future is to have your own shops and to franchise out with people, or to even have, you know, faces of shops in big areas and stuff. So, you know, we always want to, you know, push to people that, you know, we're definitely interested in having a chat with anyone that wants to get involved, not only just working with us, but also, you know, investing with us, or you know, if you buy into the brand and you like it, then definitely come chat to us for sure.
Helping take it to that next step, take it further. Be really, really helpful.
I think another outlet as well, which is really exciting, is this. You know, we're about to partner up with Spree, which is the the multi-channel selling site, which is, you know, straight buy now situations, straight from the, you know, any lives that we're about to do. So I'm looking forward in the next few weeks. We're going to be doing the first live, which is perfect for any, you know, client that, you know, just wants to, you know, we could actually do the haircut in front of them, you know, get the product out, show them as it's live being used, and you know, you can tune in and watch that. And I think that'd be great for our clients and anybody really. And you know, it can channel through people's Instagrams, or you know, they can easily watch it and just, you know, get involved and hopefully
buy a few bits
when they
once we get that online shop set up. It's just going to be,
I mean, we're literally a
few days away hopefully
having it pretty much set up. But I think once that goes, it's just another outlet that, you know, you got your TikTok shops and you got your different, you know, online selling shops. But I think this is completely different, where, you know, as a male grooming industry, there's no one really doing that. And I think when we start to turn, you know, when we go live with Spree, I think it will change the game. I think
Yeah.
for a lot of people, and a lot of people will want to come to us and get involved in that,
That's
because
it.
we can then, try and hold lives, for people with a good following, and they can come do
Yeah.
that with us, and they can, everyone can earn off that, and we can, sell whatever it may be. It could
'Cause
be
it's-
brand clippers. We could then sell people's clippers. We could then sell, it could be anything to do with the male grooming industry. It could be products. I mean, obviously we'd be selling our depot products, and it'd just be giving people a big insight of what we're doing in the shop. But then you don't have to be here to become a part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
As much as we want people to come through the door, but product wise, I think it's important to be able to get that product. If you haven't got the time to come to the store, if you haven't had time to use it, you can watch someone use it.
See if it's right for you.
And see if
sort
it's
of
right for you, and we could demonstrate that straight away in front of the camera. People can, and if they fancy it, buy now, and it's
That's
so
what we
it's-
also want to do with our like depot diaries and things like that.
send straight to the door
on the socials.
So yeah, we've got depot diaries, and then we've got the diligence diaries, which we're going to do, which is a bit of education through the lives. But while we're speaking through these lives, you can see what these products do, and you can buy them too, which is really exciting.
It's a big thing, in elsewhere in Europe and places like that. I just don't think it's come to the UK yet. In different markets, like more like the women's beauty side of things.
I mean,
but to bring it to the men's side of things, I think is going to be.
It's the way
really
things
good.
are going. Obviously, I mean, China and places like that are doing it in a massive scale. I mean, it's billion pound industry, and I think England have been a little bit, in the UK have been a little bit slow to jump onto it. But I think now, especially with the male groomer, you see a lot of women selling their makeup and TikTok and stuff like that. But I think with men, if it was thrown in your face, more men would just be like, do you know what, I can't be bothered to go there. I'm gonna get that, and it looks good on him, and it's working. The demonstration. So why not? So that's something really exciting to look forward to.
Because it's a big growing industry, as you say, the men's grooming side of things, and it's booming over the past.
I mean, how many people now buy face creams and face?
Loads.
I mean, I didn't even think that it would go that well.
No.
I mean, the products that go out the door here are mental.
Yeah.
Like we're doing it could be anything from like 40. I think we're on a 40% conversion rate from people that come through the door.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely crazy. And it's not. We're not just selling hair products. We're selling, face creams. You're selling exfoliators. You're selling shower
Room
gels,
sprays
soaps,
and
room
all
sprays.
that.
Ambient sprays, diffusers. Like I know.
List goes on.
If you told me 10 years ago, I want to go buy a diffuser, that would make my house smell nice. So, some men would be like, "What? Are you sure?" Think I'm crazy.
Right. So over the next few weeks, what do we and our clients have to look forward to?
So we touched on the Spree situation. I think that's a very exciting prospect of what we're about to, introduce to the shop and to the gallery here, and for our clients to be able to, get involved in watching the lives, and then buying the desired product that they see on that live. I think a couple more shoots coming up. I think you've got something planned, which you want to put out there and showcase a bit about yourself and what you're capable of. Alongside I'll be there helping you, and I'm make me very proud to see you do that. And then also I just think everybody who hasn't been able to book an appointment with us due to being too busy, don't hesitate to book with somebody that else in the shop if you can't get your desired barber or stylist or creative stylist or whoever it may be, because keeping brand, because everybody in the shop is up to a standard that has to be here. So I think looking forward to getting more clients through the door. And like we said before, looking for new locations, and just building on ourselves as much as we can.
Building the brand.
Yeah, building the brand.